Alright guys, hope you're all doing well, hope you're all keeping safe. So today we're going to check out Cassie Mendoza's stock. On screen you're going to see how I found the snitch. It's not the same for everyone, but if you do want to check out the way that I've done it, it might work for you, it might not. But with that said, we're going to go over and check out Cassie's stock. Hopefully you enjoy this one. If you do, drop a like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let's get into it. Alright, so we've made it to Cassie. Let's see what she's selling this week. So Artist's Tool, which has Perfect Rifleman, which is a great named item and talent. So it's got rifle damage, crit damage, and magazine size. Magazine size probably not what you want on this. Rifle damage is fine, crit damage is fine. You probably want damage to armor as the you want 10% damage to armor as the attribute set of magazine size. But Perfect Rifleman landing headshots adds a stack of bonus plus 11% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Max stack is 6, so you could get up to 66%. Additional headshots refresh the duration if you're hitting obviously 6 enemies within those 5 seconds, so every 5 seconds you need to hit a new enemy. So it could work, and this is actually pretty good. I don't think I have this, and I'm not sure if I have this. I'm not going to pick this one up yet because I think I might, but I'm not totally sure. But this is a great weapon. Fox's Prayers still, from if you're using an M1A, and even if you're not, this is still probably the best knee pads for damage in the game. The damage to targets out of cover, I believe, is multiplicative. And you're just not getting that anywhere else. I think most people have Fox's Prayers at this point, but if you don't, and maybe you're new, or maybe you just not had the luck, then this is definitely worth picking up because you're not going to go amiss with this. Unfortunately, it does have explosive resistance on there. You don't really want that. It's got weapon damage, so you're going to want to get that to 15%. So they're not the best, but if you don't have them and you want knee pads that's going to provide a lot of damage, and this is just the best that you're going to get in the game. Moving on, we got Aces and Eights Backpack. This has got weapon damage, hazard protection, and then a red mod slot on there, which, yeah, not the best roll again. I mean, I wouldn't really roll hazard protection on there. It's not really needed. You kind of want all red on this if you're going with the actual gear set. Unfortunately, that's not there, but yeah, if you need it, it's there for you. Striker's Battle Gear chest piece. Again, it's got status effects on there. Red weapon damage and then a red mod slot. So again, you don't really want status effects on there because this is very much just a DPS gear set, and because weapon damage isn't at 15%, then you're probably going to want to roll away that to 15%. With that said, it's only 0.7% off, so you probably, if you need a Striker's Battle Gear chest piece, this is probably worth picking up in the sense that you could just roll away status effects, and you can get yourself a red roll on there. I've tried to craft a couple of these just to get the perfect roll in the crafting station, but the crafting station is just so... The chance of you getting a god roll or even remotely near a good roll in the crafting station just doesn't happen. Actually, I'm not even sure you can craft chest pieces in... Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure if you can craft chest pieces in the station, but just from my experience of crafting, it's pretty bad still. Hardwired gloves here. Skill haste, obviously on the 2-piece. 3 pieces skill damage repair skills, and then we've got, for the actual roll, we've got 1 skill tier, and then we've got status effects on there, which could work, but status effects is going to work better with Eclipse Protocol rather than Hardwired, so you'd probably want to roll that away. You'd probably want to put on there skill damage. That would probably work better, to be honest, or even skill repairs possibly. Future Initiative, we've got skill tier and then skill damage as well. This could definitely work. So yeah, if you need Future Initiative knee pads, this might be worth picking up. I might have to pick these up myself. I'm not sure. I know I'm missing some knee pads that I really need for a build, and I'm not sure if these are those. So I'll have to check that out after this video. Negotiator's Dilemma, holster, weapon damage, and explosive resistance. Again, you don't really want explosive resistance on this. This kind of is a all red piece that you need. So that's unfortunate. But it's only 1% off the weapon damage, so you could possibly 1%. Weapon damage is probably not going to compete with something like 15% crit damage, so you could get these if you need it. Again, I know I'm missing some gear set pieces that I need for a couple of builds, so I'm not sure if I need this or not. Tip of the Spear mask. Every one of these weeks, all these gear sets, they're all red, blue, red. Anyway, Tip of the Spear mask. Again, kind of a damage dealing gear set. So weapon damage is quite low on this one. It's got health, and then it's got a red mod slot. If you need it, it's there, but I don't think I'll be picking that one up. We got the M1928 Thompson. It's got in sync, but it's a bad weapon. SMG damage, crit chance, stability. it's just a bad weapon. I don't see anyone really using this unless they're just having a laugh. And aside from that, you know, seriously, it's just not going to work. So yeah, I think this weapon really needs to be kind of looked into a bit more. We got the UIC 15 rifle. It's got rifle damage, crit damage, and reload speed, and it's got steady hand. Again, you don't really need steady hand. You don't really need any stability or accuracy types of things with this kind of rifle, even on console. So having something like steady hand really doesn't add any value. So that's a shame because, you know, if it had a decent talent, then you could get rid of the reload speed. With that said, the rifle damage is quite low. So this probably isn't worth picking up this week, to be honest, guys. Ariada Holdings, full rainbow roll. I'm glad to see that with PTS Phase 2 and just the PTS in general, from what I can see in terms of rainbow rolls, it seems to be getting better. And I suspect when TU11 does go live next week on the 22nd, I'll be streaming it, guys. So if you do want to check out the stream, then please turn your notifications on so you don't miss that. But from what I've seen from the PTS and stuff, rainbow rolls are far less frequent than they are now. They're still there, which I don't mind, but they're far less frequent, which is really good. Richter and Kaiser Mask, again, another kind of rainbow roll here. Skill tier, weapon handling, health, and then a blue mod slot. So, you know, really it's just not working. And the only real time that I would use Richter and Kaiser is for the incoming repairs. Really, for the most of the time. So you're really going to want to have all yellows on this, to be honest, in my opinion. You know, I'm sure some people can make hybrids with more than just one piece, but that's when I'm looking at face value, that's what I would use it for. Defensive protocol mod, 17.6% incoming repairs. I guess that could work with that if you needed it. We've got the 6.2% skill haste for the Firefly. It's the last one on here. So really this week, guys, there's not a whole lot. I mean, Fox's Prayers is great. It's probably the best, one of the best named items in the game. And for a lot of builds that have DPS, you're going to find Fox's Prayers on there. Because it's just, the amount of damage you get is just great. And the same with Contractor Gloves, where you get that extra, you know, that damage to armor. This is great, and that's great as well. Artist Tool is a great rifle. Perfect Rifleman is a great talent. Rifleman in general is a great talent on rifles. So, on rifles because, well, on console it's not as good as PC because it's still hard to hit consistent headshots, but the amount of extra damage you're getting, if you can do it, is really, really good. And I'm going to have to check my stats to see if I need this because I might pick this up if I don't have it already, just because it's just so good as a damage dealing talent. And yeah, I like to collect all the named items in the game. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks very much for watching. What I will say is that State of the Game is later on. I will be covering it. My video might be a little bit later than normal because I've got real world stuff to deal with, but I will be covering it. I did reach out to Yannick to ask him what it's going to be. Not Yannick, Hamish, just to ask what it's going to be about, because we don't know anything about Season 3 in terms of like global events, leagues, or all that sort of stuff at, you know, the reward track. And normally they cover that stuff before the actual Season 3 comes out. I hope they don't. It would be nice to actually jump in there on Tuesday and see what it's all about. And I haven't had a response. Now, my understanding is, based on the tweet they put out, it's really just going to be about TU11 and the PTS and that sort of stuff. And that's fine. I would like to not know what Season 3 contains, global events, that sort of stuff. But we'll see what happens later on. Make sure you've got notifications on if you want to make sure that you don't miss that video of mine. And with that said, until later's video, Epic out.